to the foxhole at Foxxo Esoterica. I promise I was sober when I wrote this. Little audio test. What's up?
Can you keep on chewing?
We'll find out. Let's do it.
We'll find out.
Alrighty, welcome to Foxxo Esoterica's really weird-ass fucking new moon episode.
Like Twilight.
Like Twilight, but...
Have you seen Twilight?
I have never seen a Twilight movie.
I've seen all 4 of them twice. Not in a row.
Isn't there like 5?
No, there's...
Because they do 2 in part 2 or something?
Fuck, you're right. I'm a fake fan.
I don't know why I know this. Anyway, welcome back to Foxxo Esoterica. I actually have a script, thank God. The podcast where I usually actually tell a ghost story, but for this new moon episode, I'm going to finally test the true crime waters.
Woo woo!
Parentheses, don't worry, this is a prison break story, not like a murder story or something like that. So, there's no content warning. We're good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is a gentle one. Obviously, this is not going to be a mainstay thing, and I'm not going to be bringing this sort of episode to the full moon series, let alone, like, a majority of the new moon series. But I just want to try it and test drive, like, this sort of topic with this little guinea pig episode.
Test in the waters.
Yeah, like a boat that probably should have already tested the waters. Like, if you just put in a boat in the water. And, you know, every boat has been in the water for a first time. What's this bit? What am I doing?
Each boat goes in the water for a first time.
Yeah.
And then, to set sail, you break a bottle of champagne on it, which is a great
segue.
Boom.
So this is this is a drinking episode. Woo!
Woo!
But this is a wine night, and when I say wine, I mean Leelanau Cellars Summy Sunset Summer Sunset Rosé Bubbly. This is so out of my wheelhouse. I am not a rosé person.
No.
And I'm not also a Summy Sumser person.
Summy Sumser.
Somerset Mall.
Summy Cumser.
This is a cum beverage. I'm drinking cum.
Wow.
I already drank it. Like, I don't have to review it. It's good. It's a rosé.
You had this before?
No, I drank it before I talked about it.
Oh.
So usually I drink, I do my first sip on the pod, but I didn't. Let's just do a little clink.
Wait, do it by the... Ready?
Oh yeah, this is the ASMR. Because we can't crack open a can.
Nice.
Kitty!
Yuki, do you want to say hi?
We have a cat back here.
Yun. He gets separation anxiety if I close him out, so...
Yeah, so we have a little cat back here.
We have little boy. His birthday was yesterday. Today's Saturday, isn't it?
Yes.
His birthday was 2 days ago.
Well, I'm recording this on Saturday, releasing it Monday of the 10th or whatever, because that's the 10th.
His birthday's May 6th. There we go. So if you want to
podcast chronology.
If you want to send Aaron some money on his Patreon to forward on
I'm too afraid to set up a Patreon because I don't think I have that many people.
Well,
like I'd get $5 a month and I'd be like, I spend more than that on Patreon already.
Get excited because if you're listening to this in the future, where you might have a Patreon.
Oh, I probably will in like a year.
Yeah, people can then send my cat birthday money.
And then I'll actually get a gift for Yuki because I did not.
No, I didn't expect you to. It's all cool.
I pat him.
It was his first birthday. That's why it was so exciting.
He's a kitten.
He's a baby.
Oh, the thing I have to bring up. So this is okay. So in the last episode, we were like that was like a new moon episode. Like the distinction between that and the other one is like. This isn't me just telling a story to a random guest. This is us actually diving deep, headlong into a topic piece and coming out with something. But this time it's just, we're doing true crime, and it's a story. But the reason that... Oh, also my guest is Megan, my sister.
Oh, yeah!
You've probably...
I didn't introduce myself.
You're good.
We're here. Hi, I'm Megan.
She's been on an episode before.
I've been here before, yeah.
The main premise, and this is something you're going to get excited for, but don't not get excited for this episode. But me, Megan, and Alex, literally Tuesday, because that's the only day we can do it, the Tuesday after I have to put this out, we're going to be going to an actual on-site haunted location. And not only are we going to be doing a discussion on it, we're going to also be putting out YouTube video quality.
You guys want to hear something spooky? When Aaron pitched this to us through text, he said place. But I interpreted that as hotel and told Alex, hey, we're going to a haunted hotel. And he was like, oh, Sick. So, cut to like 2 weeks later, Aaron comes and he's like, yeah, haunted bridge, and both of us are like, what? Bridge?
Well, we shouldn't spoil it too much, but it's a bridge.
Oh,
I mean,
you
it's,
could just bleep me out.
No, this is funny.
Oh, okay.
Because I like that anecdote.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to a haunted bridge, but the details will come out about that when they feel ready to come out.
So when we properly post the episode, right?
Probably.
Not me. You.
Me, I do that editing. It'll be fun though. It'll be like we're gonna actually hit up a real place. We're gonna get discussion. I'm gonna pee on a Ouija board. We're gonna fuck with a ghost. And it'll be fun. I got an ELF detector, EMF. I forgot what it's called.
I don't know.
Electromagnetic field detector.
Oh,
so
it is EMF.
I actually bought ghost hunting technology.
For $15.
No, I got with the most money. With the because I'd spare no bucks. I am big buck Aaron.
I spare no expense.
You can say I'm the mob boss of the paranormal community.
You can say this isn't your first time in the water.
Oh, it isn't.
You're a veteran boat.
I'm a boat that's been in the water more than once. This is a good recurring bit.
Yeah.
That is to say, that was originally going to be the episode for this month, but Alex, who is not here right now, has just the worst working schedule.
Yeah.
Which is like, everybody, if you can support raising wages, do that, because it'll stop this from being a problem.
Exactly.
Because minimum wage is Garbo at the point in time. But not only is it Garbo and hurting millions of families, it's hurting my podcast. So
that's the most important
do it
thing.
For me.
We're also eating popcorn.
Oh yeah, this is going to be the worst episode for ASMR. I'm so sorry.
Like, weird stuff, we're eating popcorn.
If you don't want to hear me chewing food, turn off the episode.
But if you're into that, turn it up.
Oh, turn it up. Find yourself a little space in your room.
Get yourself a bowl of popcorn, eat alongside us.
That too. I don't know, chewing's a kink, isn't it?
Why are you asking me?
Because I need somebody to bounce ideas off of. If I ask the audience, they can't hear the response. Chewing's a kink, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna record that literally the day after this episode goes out, just because schedules are weird. That being said, this episode's gonna rock. It's gonna slay. It's gonna rule.
Gonna be sick.
I'm a thesaurus. Oh, it's gonna be so sick, but that's okay because I'm vaccinated.
Oh, me too.
Team
Pfizer squad.
Pfizer squad.
Woo.
Anyway, I don't even know if I'm gonna record a cold open. I feel like I should, but that's not a new moon aesthetic, so I think we're just gonna jump right in.
Go into it, yeah.
Yeah. Do I have any other housekeeping? This month, for the full moon episode, we're going to be covering an absolute... Okay, never mind. That's just me telling you about it. That being said, I don't think I did this with you, because when... This is like the 4 questions thing that I'm trying to start up.
Oh, fun.
You weren't like a part of it when I'm making it a thing, so we don't actually know your paranormal background. Do you mind if I ask you the quintessential 4 questions?
I'm so excited.
Boom. It's not going to be a ghost story at all, but this is just all fun topic pieces.
I love it.
A. Do you believe in ghosts, aliens, or anything else considered unexplainable and paranormal?
It's complicated. I believe in aliens. I don't know if I believe in, like, fully formed specters, per se, but I do believe there's, like, energy floating about. I'll believe it when I see it.
So you're like a residual ghost bitch. Like,
yeah,
you're like, oh my god, Candace got struck by a train, so now she's living it her whole life. You're no poltergeist lady.
Yeah, I'm not close to the idea of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also more of a logical person, so I need more proof.
Okay. Aliens?
Aliens I believe in because our universe is so fucking big.
I'm free for it. Do you think they've come to Earth, though?
No, probably not.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit, because Area 51 is a thing, but nothing, like, crazy.
I'm here for it. I know I keep asking about aliens without having put out an alien episode, but just y'all wait for this month. I promise, finally doing one. Second question, do you have any experiences with any of these sorts of things? And if so, would you care to share a brief story?
Yeah, maybe. I have 2, which is...
Go on.
And they're both ghosty, which makes my claim of being like, I don't really believe in ghosts too much sound stupid.
You're living your vibe and your truth.
I will say, I do love, like, the supernatural stuff. I think it's so fun. It's so spooky.
That's why I do the pod. Because
Yeah.
I am going to suck off the dog man. Oh!
Oh no!
Oh, okay. Somebody's already calling the police.
It's Mom.
Mom!
Should I answer?
I'll pause.
Okay.
Mom's on the pod. Oh no, put her on. Put her on.
Hi, Mom. You're on the podcast.
Oh, hey, I'm on the podcast.
You're on the podcast.
Sorry.
What's up, Mom?
Sweet. My show is done.
Yay!
Woo!
Yay! And I can't watch it because it didn't record it.
Oh,
Yay!
oh shit!
Yay!
Oh god, like the footage got fucked up?
What's that?
Like you tried recording it and it got fucked up? Choking.
No, okay, so we have a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah. You do.
Same.
Yeah, okay.
Subscribe to
Force
Forsetti Fox on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Right, BangorVikings.org, okay.
Oh, that too. Plugging
Well,
BangorVikings.org.
that's not actually me. That's the school. So anyway, Dawn, showed me how to use. She's our tech person. Showed me how
Like
to use
before
it,
the morning.
set it up and record it and everything. But then I don't know what happened, and it didn't record. And when I went to go back and watch it at the end, there was nothing there.
Ah! Okay,
It's
so
gone.
So it's a ghost.
it's a ghost.
It's a ghost.
This is so. We literally were just about to ask Megan to tell a ghost story, and now here you are.
Telling one for
Here I
us.
am.
We-
Yeah, my show is a ghost. It may exist. I don't know.
Ah,
No proof of
no,
it.
no proof of it anymore.
No
That
proof.
well, yeah, that's what you got to carry 2 fully charged cameras next time, Mom. That's what every Bigfoot paranormal investigator fucks up. They only bring one.
Oh, is that why you told us all to bring cameras?
Yes. Oh my god, I'm gonna bring 2, and I want both of you to bring 1 because I'm really into this.
To have all the backups, right?
Yeah. Not to disparage your plight, Mom. You're great. I sympathize for you.
The thing is that, okay, here's the thing.
Should I pause the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
Cool.
I did it for
We're back. Mom is great.
Yep. What was I? Okay, so ghost stories.
Ghost stories.
I have 2.
Okay.
They're both short though.
That's okay.
So the first one, we have a family friend's house that is notoriously haunted.
Should I let Yuki back into the house?
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. We have a family friend's house that is notoriously haunted. So I was sitting in the girl I babysat's room, and she got up and was like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. I was like, cool, goodbye. So she went to the bathroom. I'm sitting in the room alone, and she has 2 closets in her room. One has, like, clothes, storage, whatever, and the other has this, like, not like a boiler, but, like, something for, like, heater or water heater or something in there. And that door we never open it, because there's, like, no reason to. So I'm sitting alone, just kind of, like, vibing, and the door slowly creaks open by itself. And I was like,
Oh, shit.
alright.
Oh, yeah, this is the Evans' house. They were
Yeah.
a guest already. I think Colin
Oh, shit.
told us a similar story.
Yeah?
I'm gonna have to do a fucking episode on the Evans' house at this point.
Probably.
That'll be so fun.
Yeah. And then my second one, I don't know what to believe with this one, because I sometimes get, like, sleep paralysis. So it could be a sleep paralysis demon. But there was one time I woke up, and I was in North Carolina staying at, like, our relative's house. And when I opened my eyes, I was, like, face to face with this, like, black shadow just staring at me. But it wasn't a shadow to me. It was, like, a little black girl with, like, braids. So I, like, knew what it was even though I didn't see it. Which is weird. So I stared at it for a little bit, and then I, like, jumped back. Then I rolled over and went back to sleep. So that one I think is probably more maybe sleep paralysis. But I don't get vivid sleep paralysis like that very often. So I don't, and I also don't know why I would see that specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Ghosts?
I can dig it. I mean,
Ooh.
mostly, like, that's a specific sleep paralysis. It's not like a sleep paralysis demon where it's like, dude in a hat in a corner.
No.
Like, it's not one that people actually report or anything.
Nah.
I think I've had sleep paralysis, but it's always been, like, swarms of something. Like, I've had sleep paralysis moments where just, like, the room is covered in spiders or, like,
Ugh.
bees or something. It's just
My-
the absolute
My
worst.
sleep paralysis moments come when I'm very tired, and they're not normal. Or maybe they are normal, but I haven't heard anyone else having this. So my sleep paralysis demon is me sitting behind a cash register at work.
Oh my god, I have that.
Yeah, or I'm backstage at theater.
I don't have that
used
one
to
as
be
much.
what I did in college. I used to be backstage waiting for the next cue, and I would be fully awake, but like full on hallucinating.
Yeah, I get that all the time if I'm
Yeah.
at a part-time job. Like, Starbucks did that to me, Cold Stone did that to me.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if you get this, but like, I'll hallucinate my coworkers, and they'll be like, you can't sleep.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to, please.
Mine won't be, I won't see coworkers, but I'll say that to myself, like, oh, I'm really tired and want to sleep, but I have to work, or, oh, I'm so thirsty, but I have to work.
I have people telling me I can't sleep.
So, yeah.
Sleep
Sleep
paralysis.
paralysis.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
That being said, the little girl sounds non sequitur, so
Yeah,
I'll chalk it up to ghosts.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
nothing like my regular sleep paralysis dreams.
I'm taking it.
Yeah.
Fully in stride. Third question, and this one's the more, not spicier, but this one, like, answer to your own comfort level.
Oh, okay.
Are you religious at all, or are you more agnostic with, like, a lens on full scientific, like, absolutism? / does the existence of the esoteric and paranormal line up with your religious and or agnostic beliefs?
Yeah, I think it does. I think I'm agnostic. I don't really believe in anything specific. But I'm like, yeah, there's probably something after death, you know?
Okay.
So, like, anyone, the way I look at it is anyone's, like, religion or, like, spirituality, like, could be real. So, like, why get mad at each other for it, you know?
I feel it.
Yeah.
I like that. Last question. Do you have anything to plug?
My friend Lily and I are still doing the PDF podcast. We don't have a theme for that one. It is really weird. The last episode we did was what makes a zoo good and what makes a zoo bad, because I have a rating system for zoos, and Lily wanted to know what it was.
I like that.
Yeah.
How many have you even, like, gone to? Like, I feel
Like total in life?
I feel like we've gone to, like, maybe 6.
Oh, I've been to at least 15.
Oh my god, really?
Maybe.
I just don't go at all. Holy shit.
I went to 9
I've
in
probably
one
gone
summer.
to, like, 8 or something.
Yeah, I've been to 9 in one summer.
Okay.
That's just my thing. I like zoos a lot.
Just go on the little
So.
circle tour.
Yeah. So if you want to know more about my zoo trips, head on over to PDF Podcast.
I know, like, this is not the podcast for it, but I'm gonna flirt with the idea of talking about roller coaster content.
Okay.
Because, like...
Honestly, you and Alex should do, like, a little...
little
of you
bonus
podcast.
content. Alright, yeah, probably at that too. I just
Yeah.
would feel weird because I feel like I have enough content to talk about maybe one episode's worth of stuff.
So
But-
just be like a special episode.
Yeah. I've gotten really into roller coasters and roller coaster enthusiasm, but that's because at the start of the pandemic, I followed specifically Theme Park Crazy and Airtime Thrills, watched their whole back catalog, and then YouTube and the algorithm kept shoving roller coaster videos down my throat. And instead of being like, oh, this is annoying, I'd be like, I want to watch it. And it's been this, like, positive feedback loop of me really just watching nothing but roller coaster videos on YouTube.
Yeah, Aaron and Alex keep gatekeeping me from roller coasters.
I don't want to gatekeep you
You
from
are
roller
the-
coasters.
I was like, oh, I want to go on your theme park trip this summer too. And Alex turned to me, he's like, oh yeah, what's your favorite type of coaster?
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Are you an RMC thotty or are you a
I think I
B&M
said,
bitch?
DMX.
DMX? Rest in peace. I'm pretty sure he died last week or something.
Oh no. R.I.P.
R.I.P. DMX. And there's 20 more letters in the alphabet.
Yee. That was not sensitive.
I don't think any of DMX's family listens to the pod.
We respect him. I have no idea.
I'm
I'm
pretty
gonna stop talking.
It's a musician.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No.
Okay.
But if it makes DMX's family, if they ever listen to this, feel better, I only listen to girl group K-pop. So my brand of music taste is not very wide.
Can K-pop performers die? For some reason, I feel like they can.
No, I think one committed suicide.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was.
I was gonna go into this with a bit. I'm not gonna do it anymore.
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago. That was before I got into K-pop though, so I didn't know.
Okay.
I still don't exactly remember who they are. Oh, another person also died. So yeah, it's possible.
K-pop people can die.
Yeah.
Anyway, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. They are indeed human beings.
What if? Okay. Oh my god, are you ready for this segue? Oh
Yeah.
my god. Okay, getting into the story now.
Let's do it.
Korea. Let's hop over the waters and
Are we going to Korea?
go to Japan.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. It's like close though, like laterally. The story.
It's like, speaking of Korea,
Hopping over the waters.
Wow, I'm not just like a cringe K-pop stan. I also think Korean culture is like cool.
I feel like most K-pop stands do.
Yeah.
I'll
Probably.
say it.
No, you're right.
But I respect you though.
No, that's cool.
So
Sorry,
we're gonna be
Japan.
talking about Japan today.
Okay.
All the respect to all of South Korea. They're doing great.
Yeah.
This is the best true story I've ever heard in my entire life. If this doesn't become a movie in 5 years, I will murder.
How recently did it happen?
Well, not like recently at all. But we'll get into it. I mean, like 1940s.
So, listen in, movie
I'm
producers.
gonna make sure that the mic is still working. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, give it like 20 years. Public domain.
Public domain.
That's because I think public domain's at like 1925 right now is when the Great Wave is sweeping up all literary works into the public domain.
Okay.
I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
Story time. Aomori Prefecture, Japan. 1936. Yoshie Shiratori, an ex-fisherman left jobless by a difficult Great Depression-esque economy, is sentenced to life in Aomori prison,
Why?
with a new ruling on the horizon pointing towards the death penalty. I'll get to it!
Oh, okay.
It's highly unlikely that Shiratori committed the murder. I think I cut a sentence.
Yeah, I was like, wait, he's in the Great Depression and he got arrested for not having a job?
I think I cut a sentence out. Oh, this is already off the rails.
That's why I was like, why is he arrested?
So I'm the wrong one here. He got framed for murder. He probably didn't commit it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, God.
I was like, they threw him in prison for not having a job?
Yeah, get it.
Right.
Everybody who isn't applying to jobs right now, let this be a lesson. I'm switching my morals. Anyway, I guess if you're listening to this 20 years later, there's a point in time right now where we're trying to get the minimum wage to not be $7.50 an hour. That was a reference to that.
It's
Anyway,
$7.50?
nationally, I think in Michigan it's like 9 something or
Yeah.
10 something. I've been in Chicago for too long. They got that like up in the fucking 14s. But that's because it's expensive.
It's the city.
Yeah.
Expensive living. Yeah. Alright, go on.
Anyway, it is highly unlikely that Shiratori committed a murder and that his confession was forced. To add to the doom and gloom, he was routinely tortured nightly by the prison guards. The man decided that prison wasn't for him, and using nothing but a metal bucket support as a lockpick, loose floorboards underneath his bed as a decoy, and a keen memory on guard sleep schedules / patrols, what?
He decided prison wasn't for him.
Yeah.
I think most people do.
Yeah, that's a joke, Megan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a comedy podcast.
You said it straightforward.
Because I'm a comedian, and I think it'd be really cool to juxtapose a really straightforward tone of voice with a very goofy sentence.
Okay.
Now I've done the opposite.
I just take people too serious. Go.
You're doing great. A keen memory of guard schedules. Okay, Shiratori pulled it off and achieved sweet freedom.
Sorry, keep going.
This wouldn't be the last time, though, that he'd need to escape prison, nor would it be his only success. Indeed, this is only one small chapter in the Dostoevsky-sized novel that breaks up the What?
How did he escape jail?
This is the preamble, Megan.
Okay, we're good.
We'll get the whole. Yeah, this is like a little taste. It's like when you're sampling a charcuterie board.
No, I have to make sure now because you forgot to tell me that he was framed for murder.
Accurate criticism. I'll take it. Why did I bring up a charcuterie board? Anyway, this was only one small chapter in the Dostoevsky-sized novel that makes up the illustrious Yoshie Shiratori's life, better known as the Prison Break Magician.
Wow! Is this gonna be like a fun story about how he turns it into his profession?
Oh no. Oh, it's gonna get so unhappy. Anyway, my sources. Wait for it! Pedia again. Wiki. I also used the YouTube video by user Kento Bento titled The Incredible Japanese Prison Break, and it's pulling a majority of the weight for this episode, not gonna lie. Go to Kento Bento. This is not going to exist as a podcast without his great research.
Woo!
I also have other sources, though, and that's Yoshie Shiratori, The Incredible Story of a Man No Prison Could Hold.
I thought you were gonna be like, it was... Can you say his name again?
Yoshie Shiratori.
Yoshie Shiratori.
Shiratori. Like sheer, but like I'm flipping the R. Cause
So Yoshie Shiratori.
Yoshie Shiratori.
Is his first name Yoshi?
Yoshie.
Yoshie? Okay,
Yeah.
call him Yoshie.
But you should probably call him Shiratori, because
Shiratori?
Yeah.
Shiratori.
Yes.
Shiratori. No, I have to repeat it a lot for me to remember.
You're great. You can also call him the Swan. It's a nickname. I'll get to that.
Oh, okay. So Shiratori. When you said that, I thought that he was your reference, and you were like, yep, and then Yoshiata.
I texted them in.
Because you paused for like a long review, and I was like, what?
No, it's just it's everybody's titling their articles after his name.
Okay, cool.
That being said, Yoshie Shiratori, The Incredible Story of a Man No Prison Could Hold by Marius Carlos Jr. on Breaking Asia. I went to the Wayback Machine and found an article simply titled Yoshie Shiratori, and I had to translate it, but they really just don't have like an author attached to it, so I'm so sorry. No, not the same. I have the last thing, which is an article I also had to translate, which is The Life of Yoshie Shiratori, the jailbreak king who remains in the history of Showa era on the website Anabi, written by Haguko Ikira Yoshimura, and it's also translated into English. I'm bringing this up because, like, translating from one language to another, especially if you have a different alphabet, probably going to make some of the words different, and so sometimes I'm going to present information that's dubious because of Google Translate. And when that happens, I'll bring it up.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, those are my sources.
Woo woo!
Ready for chapter 1?
Ready.
Alright, chapter 1. Aomori Prison Break. But I lied. Let's get a brief overview on the life of Yoshie Shiratori first. Yeehaw! He was born July 31st, 1907 in the Aomori Prefecture. I had to look it up.
July 31st.
Yes.
So he's a Leo.
He's a Leo.
Alright.
Rawr.
Jacob's a Leo.
Rawr.
No! Tchaikovsky.
Like,
I don't know.
Lightning
We'll cut
McQueen?
that out. We'll cut that out.
I'm not gonna. I don't know why I'm not gonna. There's no reason. Anyway. Leo. I had to look it up. A prefecture is a Japanese district that's like a cross between a state and a county in scale.
I'm sorry, can you
I
just
really
say that
didn't
again?
know this. A prefecture is like a Japanese
Oh, that's where he was born.
division. No, he's in the Aomori Prefecture, which is like a cross between a state and a county.
Okay, and that's
in
where
like
he's
scale.
born.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Japan has 47 of them. Anyway, the Aomori Prefecture is on the very tip of the island of Honshu, the second northernmost Japanese island, and also the largest. Yes.
Noted.
Cool. Geography
person.
over. I had to translate an article, so I'm not sure, but I think that his mother died in childbirth, but his father definitely died when he was 2. And he died second.
I thought you were going to say, but his father definitely died in childbirth. I was going to be like, what?
He got a heart attack.
Yeah, he was just so stressed.
He was like, I'm really excited to meet my child.
He died of a broken heart.
He saw his child born, he was like, I hate him, and then died. It's okay, he died in 1909. We can make fun of him.
Oh, yeah.
But he definitely died when Shiratori was 2.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, every time I translate an article from... Oh, I brought this up already. Oh, no, I didn't. Fun fact, every time I translate an article from Japanese to English on Google, they like to refer to Shiratori as the Swan as a nickname, which is fun. I hope it's not a translation error, because that's just a fun nickname.
Yeah.
Anyway, Shiratori was taken in by relatives and eventually started working at their tofu shop to pay the debts. Although eventually he started working as a crab fisherman around Russia and then married someone whose name I can't find and then had a daughter.
Aw.
So, little happy family.
Yeah, how nice.
I wonder what's going to happen.
Well, who's going to jail?
Spoilers.
He's going to jail. I'm sorry. I said that with a popcorn kernel in my mouth.
That's okay. I got the frequency.
I don't know if they did, though.
Anyway, anyway. I trust you. That you were picked up. The migrant fishing work was getting slim thanks to the 30s economic situation, so Shiratori at times resorted to gambling and then even robbery to make ends meet for his family. In one such robbery case, apparently an accomplice also did a murder at this point, but since the police only had Shiratori in custody at the time, they simply forced a confession out of him, I think by means of torture, because they didn't want to have to deal with it.
Yeah, that sounds like that would happen.
Yeah. Shiratori was sent to Aomori prison in 1936, and after a few months faced the potential of the death penalty, though it wasn't as if it was going to happen that month. I think he was in prison for like a handful of years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, time wasn't unlimited, but the death penalty was on the horizon, and the man planned for an escape.
Yeah.
As one does. Sipping my bubbly.
Bub-bub.
The escape plan went as follows. First, he pulled off a metal ring off of a wooden bucket in the shower room, or the bathroom. But like an actual bath, not like pee-pee.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And fastened it into a lockpick. Next, he studied the patrolling patterns of the guards throughout the course of a month, finding them to be pretty consistent, and bequeathing of 15-minute intervals.
Did you write that down?
I did. I don't know why I used that word.
I'm like a teacher trying to catch you on plagiarism.
Who's going to use the word bequeathing?
Yeah.
I am.
Alright.
As an adjective.
No, I get it. I don't like using the same adjective twice in like 3 sentences, so I'll go on shout out to wordhippo.com. If you ever need to find adjectives or another word for a word, which is an adjective.
A synonym. A synonym.
Oh, you're right!
It's a synonym. Also, shoutouts to the thesaurus.
Okay, but not everyone has a thesaurus anymore.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to.
No, shout out to Word Hippo. They got a cute pink hippo as their mascot.
It's the internet's thesaurus.
It is my thesaurus.
My
favorite
thinking about
website.
Nerdy dinosaurs now.
My best new friend.
Thinking about hot nerdy dinosaurs.
Hippos aren't dinosaurs.
No, thesaurus.
Oh, right.
It wasn't an
You
obvious.
say thesaurus,
joke.
I think word hippo, you know?
I
I'm
think
a kid of
hot,
my
slutty,
generation.
nerdy dinosaurs. Anyway. Lastly, he pulled up the floorboards from under his... Sometimes I really don't know where to go, so I just have to go to the script.
Right. You're good.
I don't know if it's good for content or bad.
No, I think it's funny.
Good. He pulled up the floorboards from under his futon bed and hid them under the covers to stimulate the shape of a human body. And by that I mean simulate. I suck at writing scripts.
Futon bed.
Stimulate the bed.
You wrote futon bed.
No, like it is a futon though.
Yeah.
Okay,
Doubled down and said
know.
bed.
You're right.
This is my seat couch.
It bought him time until the guards would come, by 15 minutes later. After planning on a night that I could not find the date of, Shiratori picked the lock on his cell and began his escape, picking through a few more locked doors and achieving freedom. They didn't even realize he was gone until the next day because they checked up on him and saw the futon boards and were like, that's the man.
Futon bed.
3 days later, though, while on the lam, Shiratori needed medical supplies. I'm assuming he wasn't the healthiest man in the world, being beaten up, very cold, and in prison, and on the run now.
Yeah.
In an attempt to steal said supplies from a hospital, he was once again caught and sent back to prison. This time for life.
Same prison, different prison.
Same prison to start with.
Oh, they transfer him?
Oh, get ready. Get ready for it, because a little thing's gonna happen called World War II.
Ooh la la!
But no, don't. They stopped existing for a second.
It's not something to be excited about.
For the French especially.
Yeah.
They suffered. I just am drinking a dry bubbly. This time, though, I think the death penalty was out of the question for some reason. That was unspecified. I don't know why.
Did they, like, forget he escaped? Or was it one
Probably.
of those things where they tried to, like, brush it under the rug? Because the more attention it got, the worse that the
Oh, it's probably
police
that.
force would, yeah.
Yeah, that'll come up later, actually.
Yeah. I listen, to preface, I listen to a lot of, like, true crime podcasts as well. Shout out Rotten Mangoes, Stephanie Sue, love ya, babe.
Isn't that the person that wrote Twilight?
No, that's Stephanie Meyer.
Oh, God. Okay. You're right.
Yeah. I would not listen to a Stephanie Meyer podcast.
I kind of would.
She is an interesting person.
Is she problematic?
I don't want to say all Mormons are problematic.
What?
Yeah, she's a Mormon!
There's no way!
There's a way!
There's no... Okay, holy shit.
Yeah.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
I just learned this fact. This is a new for me.
Because, like, if you look in this context of the story, a lot of it makes sense. Like...
I've never read it.
Like, Edward doesn't want to have sex with Bella until they're married.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I mean, like, God.
Yeah.
God
would not like that.
Okay.
Abortion? No way.
Oh, that makes sense. Although this could be read as very Catholic.
Yeah, it could be. But is there much... Well, no. I was going to say, is there a lot of difference between Catholicism and Mormonism? And
Just
yes,
a bit.
There is. I've seen Book of Mormon.
Yeah, I have to.
What was... Oh, yeah.
Did you have a point you're going to break up? True crime story?
I like looking into details. That's why I was asking about the police force. Because I think it's interesting to see how, like, Japan reacts to someone just randomly breaking out of their prisons and how public opinion would shift because of that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just into sociology.
That makes a lot of sense, though, because I think that there's a case where... Because he's going to break out of prison again. But... spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that sort of thing comes up, especially in, like, World War II, where they kind of want to, like, get the state's prestige going and stuff like that.
Yeah, you need people to rally behind you if you want them to fight for your country.
Yeah, that they probably just kind of, like, swept it under the rug and tried him as a new person.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I'll take that. Go, Megan.
Mind blown.
Ready for chapter 2?
Yeah.
A key to prison break. In 1942, 6 years later, World War II was a thing.
He was stuck in prison for 6 years?
Oh, that's so small compared to some other things he's gonna have to do.
Alright.
This man's like...
Let me live.
Oh, I will. I'm just letting you know that you can't expect... You're like, oh, this man's in prison? Okay. It's gonna get worse.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're great.
I'm great.
Prisoners were being transferred left and right. Nobody was altogether happy. To make space for the war effort things.
My happy prison, not so happy anymore.
I write these sober. That's why I say I promised I was sober when I wrote this in the theme song, because I'm just stupid. I just need you all to know I'm stupid.
Do other people pick apart your script as much as I am?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I'm just making sure I'm not being an asshole.
Oh, no, you're good. You're allowed to make fun of me, because I'm cool to make fun of.
You were gonna say stupid.
No.
Yeah.
Alright, prison sucks, so does
Sorry.
World War II.
Yes.
Anyway, I assume the surveillance and punishment only grew more stricter, and when I say I assume, I mean I know it did. It is unclear whether or not Shiratori, after being captured, spent all of his time in Aomori prison. One article says that he was transferred to 2 others, but the Swan definitely transferred to Akita prison by 1942. On top of the prison chaos, the prison guards at Akita knew of Shiratori's escape. Oh, it's also in the Aomori prefecture. It's like nearby, northern Honshu. Might not actually be in the prefecture, but it's like close-ish.
It's close by. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think I wrote that down, but I know that. On top of the wartime prison chaos, the prison guards at Akita knew of Shiratori's escape and decided to double down further, both on the torture via beatings and manual labor, but also insecurity in general. He was to be made an example of, like you said earlier. He's like, this guy got out, we can't let him do this shit. A challenge.
A challenge.
He was bereft of a bed and routinely placed in solitary confinement in a specifically really tall room, 3 meters tall, with smooth stone room walls and a single small skylight. This will be important later.
He doesn't scale the walls!
Oh, you're not ready for it.
Ah!
Okay. Lastly, he was handcuffed 24/7. It was only Ryomiya Kabayashi a head guard at the Akita prison who showed him any sympathy, if you could call it that. But everybody else at the prison, guards, police, etc., beat him, both down spiritually and physically. How is he ever going to get out of this one? You're a god sucks.
You're not going to the afterlife.
I don't think I know what the religious scene was in Japan at the time, I'm going to be honest.
I don't think I know what it is.
I'm pretty sure Buddhist with a healthy splash of Christianity just because everyone's doing it these days.
It's just like modern. Oh, I know that they, nope, that's a Korean drama, never mind.
You'd know more than I do, I think, about that.
I think they cremate people more than bury them.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no, I think it's more practical, yeah.
Yeah. On June 15th, though, 1942, around 5:30 a.m., a guard named Showa noticed Shiratori was gone.
Ooh!
Alarms were subsequently raised. Everyone was incredibly confused. This setup was way more intense than an Aomori prison. Well, the first step involved Shiratori being really, really good at picking locks and getting out of handcuffs. He found a loose wire in the solitary confinement room and hid it well.
Wait, what sentence did you just say?
He got good at handcuff breakies.
No,
Do you want the whole verbatim?
No, you said he found a loose wire in the solitary.
Leo.
I don't know if you said solitary or solitary. You probably said solitary.
But I said
by
wire.
that point, I was very fixated on the loose wire.
Leo.
I was like, wait.
You found a wire in the room. I don't want to say the word wire. That's a stupid word. I hate it.
Yeah.
Secondly, he had the uncanny ability to climb narrow walls with his limbs pushing onto both sides like a spider climb type thing. Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
a
you didn't
big
mention
woof.
that.
Oh, yeah. It was that small.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Nice. Just like an Emperor's New Groove.
Yes.
Who's going?
Exactly.
Natasha, scale the mountain.
Every time I think about Emperor's New Scrooge and Emperor's New Groove, I always think that Pacha and Kronk are the same characters. I don't think you're supposed to, but every time I remember that movie, I'm like, that's the same character.
They're animated kind of similarly.
Mm-hmm. That's just, I need everybody to know that I suffer.
The one is Patrick, and the other is...
Patrick Wahlbergner.
Patrick Wahlbergner.
Wahlburgers.
Yeah, the other is, Jeff Goodman?
Probably.
Yeah. I was gonna go into this fact. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But you know what fact I do know?
Yeah.
Do you know when The Lion King came out?
Oh, when The Lion King's gay?
1994. That won me a prize.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Is The Lion King gay, though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Scar's so
Yes.
gay.
All of them are. I've seen proof.
I don't think Mufasa's gay.
Mufasa's bi.
I'll accept that.
Anyway, the only window was a skylight. It was completely sealed shut. Shouldn't be chewing while I'm talking.
It was sealed shut?
Yeah.
What?
I'll get to it. Though to the Swan's advantage, it was fastened to a building by a wooden frame that was rotting from the precipitation. That, mind you, the whole prison was abysmally cold and it rained often.
Oh.
Every night, for a long fucking while, Shiratori would he would undo his handcuffs, climb to the top, and slowly work the frame off of the building, degrading its integrity over months. He was also able to slip through the tiny skylight hole. Oh, he also, when the guards would come back down, he'd get down on the ground and put his handcuffs back on. Yeah.
Handcuffs?
Because he could do it.
Yeah.
You can make fun of me all you want.
I will.
Anyway, he was able to slip through the tiny skylight hole by dislocating his shoulder at will and wriggling through. Man's cool as fuck.
Woo!
On the night of June 15th, he bada boomed out of there. He did leave on a really stormy night, though, to mitigate the noise he made on the roof, and I guess that helped him slip through the night.
Woo!
Yeah.
Smart
This man's
guy.
a cool dude.
Yeah.
Fun fact. 5 days later, Prime Minister Hideki Tojo visited the prison during an inspection and probably made fun of everybody, yelled at them all, because he was the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
He was like, you guys fucked up.
In their defense, though.
Yeah, this guy's kind of cool.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
3 months later, September 18th, at the home of Ryumiya Kobayashi, remember head guard from earlier?
Oh, yeah.
Yoshie Shiratori shows up. Now, this would, at first blush, seem like a very stupid idea. But during his stay at prison, Kobayashi was the only guard to show him concern and sympathy for Shiratori, and would often stop beatings whenever they showed up and probably check up on the man regularly to make sure he wasn't, like, dying or something. Because of this, Shiratori thought that Kobayashi would be the perfect conduit to spread his message. Yoshie Shiratori was planning on bringing to the forefront plans for prison reform. There were way too many beatings and way too much torture for the crimes that were being committed. Shiratori was actually quoted for saying that he didn't mind the concept of being in prison, but the sadistic nature of the prison guards had to go. Shiratori trusted Kobayashi with this, and even offered to turn himself in to go to prison again to get this point across to lawmakers, and maybe even after that, be either released for prison or, like, at least not held there for life by appealing to a civil court for, like, a lawsuit, and then finally just being able to see his family once more. The head guard took the man in, fed him a warm meal, and let him wash up in the bathroom. Because he was, like, outside for too long and he was, like, dirty and stuff like that.
Cold.
But then he called the cops.
He's the cops.
The other ones.
I know.
Yeah. He's the cops. Sending the prison-baked magician back to prison without any semblance of his plan being brought to light.
Oh.
It was a tragic betrayal.
Honestly, though, not the greatest plan.
Oh, it was not.
I would have written, like, a note.
Yeah, he kind of fucked that up. That being said, the dudes were just like, yeah, come into my home, have a meal. Hey guys, guess what? And you can't see me because this is a podcast, but I've got the finger phone. Finger phone.
Yeah. Not sure I would have done that. I feel bad, though, that he hasn't seen his family and so on.
Oh, yeah.
His child's probably fully grown.
This is the section of the video I promised to sequence exactly as Kento Bento did, because damn if it didn't produce this section with the perfect sense of drama. I am so upset at this section of the story. It makes me sad. This man deserves more. Also, Kento Bento's great.
All set up.
Chapter 3. Abashiri Prison Break.
Woo!
It was 1943. Because the government hated Yoshie Shiratori, like, so much for breaking out of prison, they said, hey, fuck you, and sent him to Abashiri Prison after his recapture, a notorious prison on the northern end of the island of Hokkaido, the northernmost island. Just really, really north. All the north.
I know what northernmost means.
Like, I said it twice, so I kind of feel like stupid. I'm making fun of me.
Okay, good.
This would prove to be literally snowy instead of cold and wet, and they would, continue to torture him and just also leave him in the cold all the time.
It's just like in Muppets Most Wanted. Kermit.
Okay.
Kermit goes to... Okay, have you seen Muppets Most Wanted?
I do want to say one thing. I almost just said, doesn't Kermit have fur?
No.
He does not.
He's a frog.
A frog.
A simple frog. He was in the goulash.
He's soft.
He got mistaken for criminal frog mastermind Constantine.
Oh no.
In prison, but he made it out because they dug their way out through a mining musical number.
Oh. Anyway, here's a quote from the Wayback Machine article that proves this point. It's translated from Japanese, but it works.
I'm not pouring yours.
Yeah, I'll pour me. Ready for this pouring?
Oh,
Some
pour
air?
time. You know, it's really pretty.
Yeah, I'll say it. Rose's really pretty.
I'm sorry, I burped.
Oh, I forgive you, blah blah.
Blah blah.
Speaking of Abashiri Prison, Kiyoshi Tokuda, who was imprisoned as the Communist Party member, wrote about his life in Abashiri in the book 18 Years in Prison. Even in a heated cell, it shows 8 to 9 degrees before zero.
Woo!
My exhaled breath freezes my eyebrows and eyebrows. It's translated.
Yeah.
And if I don't do it often, my nose will rot and fall off due to frostbite.
Aww.
It is a place called ... I don't know why. In the cold weather, the swan was thrown into a cell with a single summer garment. They didn't even give him winter clothing.
Oh. They wanted that guy to die.
Yeah. He wore what he was wearing down south. The miso soup, his only sustenance, besides an accompanying bowl of rice, would often freeze before he finished it.
Aww.
Guards routinely beat him still. And then they also cut his rations in half.
We were talking about this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
His miso soup froze before he finished drinking it.
Yes.
Would you say that was like, what, 15 minutes?
I don't think it was longer than that before. I think it was shorter than that.
So, How fast does water freeze that?
I mean, they probably, like, made it, had it in, like, a pot, and, like, they kept it in the cold and then walked it over or something.
We were
I don't
talking
know.
about how fast water freezes earlier.
It's all a matter of density, baby.
I just have a...
Did a child just scream?
just a child just screamed.
We're in the back porch.
Yeah.
That happened the first episode. We're good.
Ooh.
That's the same child, probably.
R.I.P., baby.
That's a reference to something I cut. Anyway, this time the guards weren't fucking around. All of the building frames were steel. The windows were smaller than his body. He had solid iron cuffs on each of his limbs that didn't have the fragility of a pair of handcuffs that Shiratori was usually able to break or pick out of.
Got it.
And it didn't have a keyhole. Instead, it needed to be removed by metalworking specialists in a 2-hour process.
Oh.
This only happened once every 2 months so he could bathe. And that was also the only time he was able to do so.
Yikes.
It's a big yikes.
When did he use the bathroom?
Probably had to pee the corner.
Aw.
Yeah. A brutal winter passed, and then spring turned into August. It seemed as though Shiratori had met his match. Do remember, though, that we are halfway through this story. There is a show of him breaking normal handcuffs when the guards first tried to put him in normal handcuffs, before the new ones were fastened. And the makeshift lockpick that he had, he was like, I can break out of these cuffs. And then the guards were like, okay, we'll get better ones.
Why would he say that?
I don't
This
think...
man is so smart and so dumb.
That one's a knock on him. I don't know why he did that.
Yeah, he's like, I can break out of these handcuffs.
He did this... He did the same... I'm just about to tell you. He did the same thing as like, I could pick the lock on these cuffs. And he just showed them and they're like, okay, we'll do something else. Like, that was not a smart move.
Does he want to be in prison?
No, I think he was just like, you shouldn't put me in handcuffs. I can just get out of them. And the guards were like, I don't think you should get your way.
His mind just doesn't... He's not thinking about this the right way.
Yeah.
No.
There's probably more to it, but
Yeah.
maybe not.
Yeah.
He did that. There were also maggots. Oh, I think I skipped a paragraph. And a makeshift lockpick was confiscated before winter truly hit, but the oppressive cold sapped the swan of all of his strength, as well as the torture that he was constantly ridiculed by.
Ridiculed.
There were also...
Is he being tortured now?
Shush. He broke himself spiritually. And there were also maggots in his wounds because he tried to do the little like hand hand out of the handcuff thing.
Little wrists.
And flies were everywhere in his cell.
Oh, flies mean death.
Yeah. Or sometimes they mean stinky.
Yeah. On a serious note, though, I was listening to a documentary about people in North Korea, and there's this guy who's like, yeah, there's this like flies around this little girl. And when the flies would, like, swarm someone, you knew they were gonna die soon. So,
okay.
Flies around people kind of freak me out now. Because the little girl did die.
Yeah, okay.
No, sorry, I keep bringing up, like, weird damper facts.
Lester's not happy.
No.
Because it works. This is
You
true.
said
This
that's
is
a
a true
happy
crime
ending.
podcast. Does it?
You said so.
We'll see.
No content warnings.
Oh, no, I mean, no content warnings, like, nobody gets kidnapped or something, like, that I feel like I have to put a content warning before.
Okay.
Like, I feel like a prison break is pretty easy to digest. At point blank.
But maggot wounds?
Yeah, good point. Content warning, maggot wounds.
After the fact.
After the
Good
fact.
job.
Woohoo! Eventually, on the night of... Actually, I can edit it. I can do it. Anyway, on the night of August 26th, 1944, a guard heard shuffling on the roof and immediately felt compelled to check Shiratori's cell. Thereupon, he found the man to be missing. He'd done it again! He did it again! Woo!
Did it again.
Shiratori's clothes were neatly folded, and the menacing Uber handcuffs were cast aside as well as a big fuck you to the guards. He's naked.
He's naked?
Anyway, the alarm sounded somewhere around 9 p.m. How did our boy do it this time?
How do you do it?
Well, this time it was the miso soup.
Oh.
While his portions were abysmally low, Shiratori still saved a good amount to splash on the screws on the steel frames of the window, as well as the handcuff mechanism. The salty soup would oxidize the metal faster and cause it to rust. This took months, and Shiratori was delighted to find the screws were coming off, though, in time. It also helped that the first screw helped serve as a little screwdriver.
Oh, you're right.
Yep. By June, the frames in the windows were able to completely come off, but he kept them there because he was waiting for his escape. Next, Shiratori once again showcased his dislocating skills and slipped out of the tiny window by dislocating his shoulder again.
Same one?
Probably, yeah. Maybe the other one. Then it was just a matter of running on the roof and getting away.
Why did he choose to lose his clothes?
I think he just wanted to fold his clothes as a big, like, I can break out of prison.
Isn't it like the dead of... Well, it's not the dead of winter
It is kind of the dead of winter, but it's
But
like, imagine wearing a t-shirt or wearing nothing. Like, the difference is very small.
It is the northernmost north of the North Island in Japan.
Yeah, but it's like, imagine if you're wearing, like, a really little silly, flimsy summer blouse. Like, is it gonna help?
No,
I think he also found a uniform eventually.
The way I'm looking at it is
he
person
probably
in
would
normal
freeze to
clothes
death.
walking around. Maybe a little suspicious, but not weird. Full ass butt naked person walking around.
You know what I bet it is? I'm trying to get really dramatic with it, but I bet they eventually gave him a uniform and he folded his summer clothes. So fuck you. That's probably the one.
Okay.
I like to think he's naked though. Not because it's like corny, it's just because I think it's also funny.
Aaron likes to think about naked
A naked man. Sexy slutty dinosaur. Should we bring back the boat joke so we do it three times
you're right,
and
you're
it's
right.
comedy in 30s?
You know how he's gonna get off this island?
One step at a time.
Oops. I set you up and you didn't go with it.
Swing better, miss.
Now he's gonna swing that champagne bottle on the new boat.
Oh,
That's
because
a
we're drinking
send-off.
champagne. Shing! That was the sound of a champagne bottle cracking. Also a kitten.
Yeah, Yuki's very upset that he's not in the room right now.
Yeah, he's going into the winter for the first time, like the time that a boat does the water for the first time.
There we go.
There we go.
He's probably been in the winter before, though.
Probably not Hokkaido winter.
No, that's what I was saying, but you were like, ooh, naked, though.
Sometimes I see naked and my brain goes off.
Yeah, Aaron says, ooh.
Naked.
What else is happening?
It's Mom!
Joining your podcast.
You picked the best time.
Oh, goody.
Just when a guy broke out of prison.
I shot popcorn in the back of my throat and almost choked on it.
Don't do that. That's bad.
Do you want me to... Mom called us earlier. She made it home, guys.
I'm home. Huzzah. And
Woo!
I have more to add to the story. Facebook recorded it.
Yes!
Yay!
Woo! We have the footage.
I do have the footage. I'll show you sometime.
Thank you.
You
Drum.
want to try it?
What is it?
Bubbly summer
about it.
sumsteps rosé. I gotta do comedy in threes with that too.
Oh, damn.
What?
I find it
That's wow.
weirdly palatable.
No, I'm kind of digging it. It's weird that you are not.
I'm not sure what's up with that one. It tastes like bubblegum.
I don't
No.
think I'd agree.
Well, I okay.
And when I say duggery, I mean ugly.
agree, I know.
The Duggars, 19 kids and counting.
Oh, whoa! Somebody brought that up last podcast.
Really?
Wait,
I-
they have 19 kids?
Oh, they have more than 19 kids.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. What the fuck?
Holy shit!
Now that I'm sober and editing this, I am 99% certain that just didn't happen. I don't think we brought up the Duggars ever on this podcast. Anyway. Somebody brought it up in a pod. Okay.
Okay, try
Look
mine
at
then.
the Duggars. That's the next episode.
Oh my gosh. That's so
Are we all
not
drinking different wines?
interesting.
No, you guys have the
we're
same
drinking
wine.
the same one so that
Oh,
we
that's
don't,
very
because
pear.
we don't know where the cap is, so.
I'm getting notes of pear. It's just not gonna hit with a lot of pear. I'll say it.
There's just a ton of pear. If it
Um,
was tart, it's a tart pear.
Tart pear.
Tart pear.
Definitely, it's got like
That's not bad.
the tannins.
All the tannins. No, not all the
With
tannins.
Yeah, just
Tannin.
some of,
It
like
has
some of the
tannins.
tannins.
Okay, so take mine and then take yours and tell me it doesn't taste like bubblegum.
Oh, I have the same one.
No, I mean,
Oh.
take mine and then take yours like immediately after.
Okay.
And then you'll get the bubblegum.
We're chasing wine with more wine.
Do you get it?
I don't get it.
Oh, God. I'm not that
It's
drunk
too many
yet.
tannins. That's the thing. We are.
No.
The tannin bombs? The royal tannin bombs.
Oh,
no,
tannin
That's
bomb.
bubblegum.
I just think, oh, Canada. Everything went wrong.
That's awesome. What's the podcast tonight this week?
Uh,
It's pink! Holy shit!
Prison
we're doing.
escape.
Do you want me to pause?
Yoshi.
No, I'm having
Okay,
fun.
cool.
This is awesome.
Yoshiada Shitaturo.
Yoshie
Yoshie
Shiratori, a guy that broke out of
Shiratori.
prison in amount of times that Megan will
I don't
learn
know
in
yet.
time.
3 so far.
Wow. So he
Yeah.
breaks out. Why does he keep going to prison?
Sometimes
'Cause
he's
he's a
smart,
prisoner.
sometimes he dumb.
Yeah. That's
And
true.
okay, so he dumb and get caught.
Yeah, like
And
he
then
was
he's smart
like,
and get
hey,
out.
prison
Yeah.
guard, I'm gonna come meet you now that I've escaped prison and talk to you about prison reform. And he wasn't open to that.
Yeah, he's not doing like.
Imagine that. It's a whole big like Les Mis thing with Jean Valjean
Yeah.
and what's his face. He's like, no, I'm just gonna hunt you down and arrest you.
Yeah, pretty
Who's
much
the-
that,
who's the
but
other
way
guy's name?
faster.
Javert.
I'm
And I'm Javert.
No, and I'm Javert.
Oh, okay. I haven't really seen it in a sec.
Oh, I haven't either. I just
Okay.
there's a GIF I saw or something.
You don't hear gifs.
There's like a TikTok I saw.
The gifs are silent.
And
That's a
I'm
picture that
Javert.
moves with
It
no
was
sounds. I need you to
I-
know.
oh, yeah,
I need you
yeah.
to
It
recognize
was
me.
like hairspray. It was like, I'm Tammy.
Was it a gif?
Brad?
No, it was a video meme.
Tammy, Fender, Brenda, Sketch, and I'm Javert.
Class.
That would be funny.
It was funny. I thought
That
it was
sounds
very
good.
funny.
Shouts
Now
to
I've got
Vic and
Castle in
Hugo.
the Sky stuck in my
Ugh.
head. I hate that song.
Hot take: Les Mis is bad.
Okay, Les Mis is good.
Musical depression.
Okay, the innkeepers are the only thing about that. That's
Les
good.
Mis is good. Les Mis is a
Okay, wait.
fuck ton of absolute
Wolverine
slammers.
is good,
That's
I
okay.
but he's good at everything he does.
I'm talking about okay. Les Mis as a like sheer powerhouse of music. Like 9 times out of the 10 make me want to just like drive my car at 80 miles per hour, which is 10 more above the speed limit.
And you don't actually do being a law-abiding citizen who will not be arrested and thrown in jail and have to break out.
I'm literally on cocaine right now.
No, you
I'm
are
trying
not.
really hard to stay with your theme here.
Oh yeah, no.
Throw me a bone.
You know, get me to prison. I just know all the tools to get out now. I'll be honest.
Spoon.
Actually,
That's
no,
what they
he
use in the
hasn't used that
cartoons.
yet.
No, this guy just keeps dislocating
Yeah.
his shoulder.
Yeah, that's his main one.
Yeah.
Doing what? Dislocated. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said salting his shoulder. It took me a minute.
No, salting the
I've
windows.
had a really long day.
Oh, I know.
You're good.
I've had a really. We ended up because the lights. Okay, so this is my day. It started bad, and then I'll leave you alone to your podcast. Did you just
Oh, you're
pause
good.
it?
No, I'm
Yes,
just
you
checking the time.
Okay.
This
Oh,
is
okay.
actually pretty low.
Awesome. So like the bolts wouldn't fit through the fixtures, so I could string them up, hang them up above the stage. We got new lights. Okay, so I'm trying to string them up, and I'm on my last set.
She's
and
a
all of
teacher
sudden,
that does theater.
the bolts don't fit in this last set of lights. So I'm like, fuck, what the hell am I gonna do? Shit! So we go digging through like other people's tools. I hope nobody I work with like listens to this. But we go digging through other people's tools and we find this thing that looks like a poker, but it's got like ribs, and we start just like wrenching it through the holes. And then we get it strung up. From there it was all downhill.
Okay.
So that's all I'm doing because I don't want to hijack your
You can
your
use a
podcast
screw
further.
as a screwdriver.
You can use a screw as a screwdriver.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what Yoshie Yodo.
Yoshie Shiratori.
Is he Japanese?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm really bad at names. I'm not racist.
I'm really bad at names too.
I just know
wanna
his name because I
preface.
have been studying this name
Yeah.
for Asakaruski.
Do you realize that the only thing I've had to eat all day was a pastry and a piece of ham and cheese rolled up together?
Okay.
And now I'm drinking a glass of wine and I am so tipsy already.
I'm not gonna lie, I
Holy
didn't eat
shit.
lunch, and then I put a burger bun, and I put a slice of cheese on it, and some mustard and some mayonnaise, and then I ate that, and now I'm drinking.
You're still eating more than me.
I
It's
ate
not the
6
most.
pieces of garlic cheese bread, not at once, and an apple.
And an apple for
Oh,
health.
I had an orange.
There you go. A whole orange or one of the little cutie things.
Oh, a cutie.
Okay.
We don't
But I
have
ate the peel.
oranges.
What?
I didn't eat the peel.
Okay, good.
Only
'Cause
hot
that would be
sluts
gross.
eat oranges.
Wow. I am
Only hot sluts eat orange peels. Hot slutty nerdy dinosaurs.
Oh, hot sluts.
Hot slutty nerdy dinosaurs.
Yeah, only hot slutty nerdy dinosaurs.
Cool.
Did you want context? Too bad!
No, I'm fine with the slutty nerdy dinosaurs. I'm good. I'm just picturing them, and
The thesaurus.
that's the sluttiest of all dinosaurs.
That's the skankiest. Trampiest, sluttiest,
Fucking hoe.
nerdiest dinosaur.
But we're not slut shaming.
No, I'm really into it.
I'm slut shaming that particular
No!
dinosaur.
No!
I can't. I'm sorry.
I mean, you can if you want. I just won't.
We
I love
won't
him.
I'm
support
so sorry. I feel so like
Like
shunned
in the
right
wrong?
now.
Don't
Yeah.
slut
I'm not
shame.
slut shaming. I will never slut shame again. I've been
Aaron's the
reformed.
biggest slut we know.
No, I'm not. I'm not a slutty dinosaur. What is that?
What the hell did I walk into? This is fun.
This happens on the podcast. Except for last time, my guest just told the most horrifying story I ever know. So sometimes the
Wait,
episodes
I
are
have-
actually scary.
I have the most horrifying story ever told on your podcast.
Okay.
I teach high school.
Anyway, Megan told the worst true crime stories ever that I have to edit out because this is a safe for work podcast. Also, we watch TikToks.
Spaghetti train.
Shout out Coney Hawk.
And Coney Hawk.
Spaghetti
That's the
Train and
best.
Coney Hawk. Do you guys remember Coney 2012?
No.
That was the thing you weren't supposed to do!
Yes.
It's
Okay.
like, okay, they're just remembering 2012 and they're like, remember Coney 2012.
I do and will. Do you want the rest of the popcorn?
No, was that your effort to like avoid eating the popcorn?
I'm done.
I'm
Yeah,
done too. I'm
I'm
gonna finish my wine. And I'm gonna go hang out with my husband,
Okay.
who I
Okay.
love.
Oh yeah, Dad,
Shout out Dad.
Shout-
Shout out, Dad!
Keith works at
The Keith
Arbor.
Master.
Keithy.
He had a billboard once. Do you remember his billboard?
Oh, I do. I wish I had
that
a
was
billboard.
awesome. I love the billboard.
What if I got a Foxxo Esoterica billboard?
No.
That would be fun.
Where would you put it?
Oh, like on a billboard.
Three Rivers.
That's not. I'm thinking demographics. You know.
Oh, there are no demographics there. That was kind of stupid, but it was really good.
Awesome.
Just like the first time you see a new boat sailing into the distance.
Oh my god, I hope it floats! I hope it floats!
Oh,
It's an inside joke, but we had to
Okay,
have
but I'm
this-
gonna laugh anyway because I'm not sober.
Yay!
All right, I'm leaving. Good night, you all. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and Happy Mother's Day to all the single fathers.
I'm not gonna put this out
Bye.
tomorrow because tomorrow's Mother's Day, and the day after that is the day I'm gonna put it out. But this is an honorary
No,
Mother's
it'll
Day
work.
episode.
It'll work. It's the Mother's Day episode.
It's the Mother's Day episode.
Did he break out of jail so many times to see his mother?
Oh, his mom died in
His mom died in
childbirth.
childbirth, probably.
In honor of his
And
mother.
his
Yeah.
father also died in childbirth.
Mama
His father
Shiratori.
died in childbirth?
No.
Wow, that was an extreme childbirth.
Oh, it was like Dr. Doofenshmirtz. It all began when none of my parents showed up to my actual birth. I'm kind of good at it, but not that good.
No, you're good. It's working.
It's okay. It's okay.
One time I was listening to a podcast, Astonishing Legends, and they had a guest on there who actually had a ghost story about one time that he and his friend were like losing time. They were driving on the highway and they were there like 1 hour later. And that man is Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
No.
And he did the
I
voice
love
and I was like,
that.
oh my god. Like they buried the lead. Like for one.
What's like Dan something?
Yeah, probably.
Something.
I forgot his name.
Dan
Yeah, his name
something.
is Heinz.
No, not Doofenshmirtz. Like the actor.
Yeah, probably.
I think he
No,
also
I think
created it.
Doofenshmirtz's name was Heinz.
No. Yes. All right. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
Oh god, we gotta do the podcast.
Goodbye.
We're like halfway done. Probably a little bit more. Context gun. How did our boy get out of prison? Oh yeah, because
Oh,
we
he
had the
shimmied out naked.
we had the shitty handcuffs. We had the windows made of steel. We used the soup.
Miso soup can solve hunger and jailbreak.
Hunger Games. Alrighty though, but that was only a matter of running on the roof and then getting away. What?
Oh, nothing. You'll hear it when you edit.
I don't like the ominousness.
It's not like bad. You'll just listen to it and say, "What the fuck did make it?"
Good. Oh yeah, because I'm not really paying attention.
Yeah, Aaron tunes me out in times, which is weird that he decided to have me alone on that podcast.
What'd you say?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It was a joke! So now he's running naked on the roof in the middle of winter.
Say the dead of winter.
Ooh, a hellish winter landscape. That's the word I use.
Okay.
Hounded by cops, and only in his summer clothes, except for I think we retconned that and are imagining him in his uniform or also naked.
Ow.
Werewolves of London. Despite all of this, though, Yoshie Shiratori knew fucking wilderness survival and would routinely, like, hunt and gather and fish like he was watching the bears. And he was like, okay, I can do that. And he grabbed a fish out of the water. And then sometimes he would steal food from the mountain villages, but never the same one twice as to not get caught, which he didn't. Like, he's pretty good at this.
Nice.
Didn't get into prison again.
So smart sometimes.
He also hid out in an abandoned mine in the mountains by day. So go him. He became nocturnal and even kept a diary in fucking codes, so that way he could keep track of his life, but not write anything outwardly incriminating. The only thing that remained was the waiting game. Secretly, Shiratori hoped that Japan would lose World War II, and that his escape from prison would get completely forgotten in the exchange of power.
Yes, that makes sense.
1 month later, on September 2nd, 1945, a month after 2 atomic bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, this did come to pass. Shiratori was once again on the lam for a 665 semicolon. This time, not giving himself... What? I don't know what I mean by this.
No, keep going. It makes sense.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that's the amount of days. I don't know.
665 semicolon.
Not like years.
No, I'm
Surely.
for sure not years.
Yeah, surely.
Wait, 665?
Yeah.
It's like almost 2 years.
He was in the woods for like a sec. Shiratori then decided it was finally time to make the trek on foot to Sapporo to meet his family.
Boat?
Then, no.
Gotta wait to put that new boat in the water. You
Oh,
know?
yeah.
We gotta save it for the best moment.
Then, the worst fucking thing happened. Are you ready for the worst fucking thing?
His wife died. His
No.
wife turned him in.
Nope.
His daughter died.
The more you guess, the less fun this is for me.
Oh, okay.
Starving,
Yes.
Yoshie Shiratori decided to steal a tomato from a field. A farmer, Tadao Saito, caught him, and although he didn't recognize Shiratori to be the prison-baked magician, he did mistake him for a local thief,
Oh.
and decided to fight. The farmer, wielding pointy farming equipment, accidentally pierced his own abdomen, bled out, and died during the fight. Police apprehended the bewildered Shiratori and immediately recognized him.
God damn
It's
it.
the fucking worst. I hate this.
I would have just left.
He was like, the dude just died. He was like, I can't just leave him.
I would have.
He probably should have.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
At this point, no time for empathy.
Not only did they have him now for the first falsely accused murder, as well as 3 different prison escapes, they now also charged him with a second murder, refusing to listen to Shiratori's pleas that it was in self-defense.
Yeah, honestly though, the only lawyer that could get him out of that one is
Kaka! Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright. Not Miles Edgeworth. That's not what I was.
He's
gonna
a
say.
shitty lawyer.
Yeah.
Phoenix Wright is the G.
GG.
That day, in August of 1946, the Sapporo District Court, Yoshie Shiratori was officially sentenced to death.
No!
I worded the sentence so poorly. In 1947, shortly after New Year's, the Swan was sent to Sapporo prison to await execution. This time, Shiratori was put on 24-hour surveillance by specifically 6 different guards at any given point in time. The windows were smaller than his head, and the frames were reinforced even further than before. In addition, his room was inspected every night while he bathed. Though in their hubris, Shiratori wasn't handcuffed ever. I think they just kind of gave up on the handcuffs at that point, which is what he tried to gain in the first
What
place.
I'm hearing is he got to bathe every night.
Yes.
Nice. That's an upgrade.
It's an upgrade.
Yeah.
This is like post-World War II, so I think they got a little bit of prison reform. What's up?
Sorry, here's my turn of thought. The war is over. Oh my god, we're so poor. Oh my god, 2 of our cities have just been atomic bombed. What's the first thing we need to do? Work on prison reform?
I think it's less of a this is a priority and more of a okay, we can be a little bit more chill with this and focus on something on else.
You said 1947?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll buy it.
It's like, they're like, we don't have to focus on prison as much anymore. We can focus on literally anything else. That's my thought process.
Yeah, but like that would have the opposite effect on prison reform when government officials don't pay attention.
When I say prison reform,
Prison
I'm pretty
keeps
sure I
saying-
mean they don't starve you and beat you. I think they just stopped doing that.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
That is
It's
good.
not like they didn't have like legal reform. They
Wait,
just
is he in
decided
a
to
different
stop.
Prison?
Yeah,
That
stop
one's
at a
probably
prison.
just nicer.
That
Yeah.
actually makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah.
The guards were waiting for Shiratori to make his move once again. They're like, fucking try it, dude. We know you.
Mhm.
A month passed. Winter was raging, and death was around the
Is it
corner.
like a year-round winter?
No, I just think he escaped in winter,
Uh-huh.
waited 2 years, it was winter again.
2 years? Goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
The magician mostly stayed in bed, though, distraught, not even responding to the orders of the guards.
Mm.
Shiratori was getting too old for this. While it was
Me.
true that me also at the ripe age of 24.
The right age of You're 24
I'm
now?
20. You should know this. It's just a matter of counting 2.
I'm 21 right now.
Oh, fuck. I forgot.
Aaron, it's just a matter of counting 3 when it's this time of year.
Darn it!
Oh!
Dag nabbit!
No!
He was so sad. He was in prison.
He was so
Well,
sad.
it was true that the guards at Sapporo prison toned down on the beatings. They decided to come into Swan cell one day after his apathy to their commands and try to teach him respect, to try to answer him.
He does have respect!
They flipped over the duvet covering to his bed and were met with a pile of wooden boards. He did it again! He did it again! Woo! The brains could not be bigger. Shiratori's plan this time started with a magnificent move, simply looking up often. Are you ready for this? This is fucking magic mind game shit, okay?
Yeah, I'm ready.
A majority of his previous escapes involved climbing through the roof so that all the guards were conditioned from the get-go to keep an eye out on the windows. Shiratori knew this and routinely intentionally stared at the windows often to add to this conditioning.
Did he just use the door?
No, he did a better one. He did a better one.
Okay.
Little did the guards know, Shiratori was going down this time. The floorboards of Shiratori's cell were simply wooden, and
Oh.
right on the soft soil of the earth with nothing in between except for like an amount of space. The mad lad had the futon over a hole that he was digging with the help of the miso soup bowl. Every night, he removed the floorboards, hid them under his futon covers to try to pretend like it was his body, and put the futon over the hole, making the dirt under the structure holding up his cell under the night. So that way everyone was looking up, trying to be like, okay, he's
Yeah.
going to escape through the windows. They're not going to look at the shape in the bed. They're
Yeah.
not assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
This
son
worked
of a bitch.
particularly well because A, none of the guards ever really just looked up when they were checking up on him. I think I said that
Yeah.
like 5 seconds ago. And B, Shiratori routinely refused to listen to the guards' orders when they checked in on him, feigning weakness and setting a precedent. Digging a 2.5 meter hole to a yard and climbing an easy 2 meter fence. I guess easy for Shiratori because he's a
Yeah.
fucking magician.
Fucking magician.
Yoshie Shiratori successfully escaped from prison a 4th time, once again avoiding the death penalty. However,
A crazy, kooky, cummy dude.
this man has never came except for once to make his daughter. Have the kitten.
Woo-woo!
We have the kitten and we're good. And we're
We're
pure.
free.
We're smart.
We're uba tom ida udi too.
Megan is having a stroke.
We're Iwa Toby Free Swim Club.
Like a boat for the first
Like a
time.
boat for the first time. Do boats sail or swim?
I'm sorry, Yuki. The kitten.
Yeah, he doesn't like loud noises.
What if I told you this wouldn't be Yoshie Shiratori's last time in prison?
Oh, I think you kind of inferred it when you said we're halfway through, so I was like 6.
Okay. It was 1948,
Oh, one
January,
year
in the Katoni neighborhood of...
dead of winter.
It was probably summer this time. It was January. What am I saying? Once again, Yoshie Shiratori is fucking around in the
Yoshie
winter.
Tori's worst, greatest villain is winter.
To a degree. Or maybe a lack thereof. I agree.
What?
Like a lack of degrees, like it's negative degrees.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It was kind of good.
-3 degrees.
Which in Celsius is like -6.
Wow.
Is Yuki eating a bug?
He does that. He enjoys it.
We should stop him?
No.
Okay.
He's eaten at least 3 moths in front of me.
Okay.
He lives for the hunt.
It's the dead of winter once more. In the Katoni neighborhood of Sapporo, Yoshie Shiratori was in his 40s.
Nice.
On the run once more and incredibly tired. He sat down on a bench. A police officer named Kimura sat down right next to him. He hadn't recognized the disheveled man, but instead lit a cigarette and struck up a conversation.
Aww.
Yoshie Shiratori, of course, was beyond stressed and attempted to cut the conversation short and leave. Then, Kiruma offered Shiratori a cigarette, a rather expensive luxury item in Japan at the time, and a severe sign of respect.
Aw. So you can't turn that away.
This kind gesture caused Shiratori to cry
Aw.
right there on the spot.
Aww.
The police officer was like, "What the fuck?" And
Yeah.
Shiratori had to explain himself. For whatever reason, he felt like he could explain his whole story to
Oh
the
my
police officer,
God.
despite his ardent mistrust for the law.
Dumbass.
The police officer nodded and made it known to Shiratori that he was going to arrest him, but this time it wasn't a surprise to Shiratori. He let
he
himself
was so
get arrested
tired.
for the 5th time.
He's just tired.
The High Court of Sapporo listened to Yoshie Shiratori, perhaps more intently than they had before. Here's a quote. Perhaps it is from the website. Perhaps it is the fact that he had willingly turned himself in, or perhaps it was the fact that the Japanese prison system was going through a reform. It was a quote from Kento Bento, woohoo, who once again nailed the drama perfectly in his video. It's a good video, check it out. This time, they recognized his 2 air quotes murders as a framed case for the first one and a legitimate act of self-defense for the other, and recognized the fact that in all 4 prison escapes, Yoshie Shiratori never harmed or killed a single person. His death sentence was revoked,
Woo!
and he was sentenced to only 20 years in prison,
Woo!
in a warm prison in Tokyo, Fuchu prison, which he had requested.
We can take that.
This time, though, there was no intense security, no torture, and no hellish climate. For the first time in 20-so years, Shiratori was at peace.
Did he die in prison?
His escape from prison this time took shape in the form... wait for it. From being released after 14 years on parole on good behavior in the year 1961.
Alright.
He returned to his family's home in Aomori Prefecture to finally see his family for the first time since the whole ordeal began. Can't even type this. This is the worst. Sadly, his wife had since passed away, but his daughter, a full-grown adult now, was still alive. And Yoshie Shiratori, finally a freed man, held her in a warm embrace for the first time.
Aww.
Yoshie Shiratori lived another 20 or so years, working odd jobs to support him and his daughter, whose name I still can't find. He died February 24th, 1979, at the age of 71 from a heart attack while on a respirator at Mitsui Memorial Hospital. A 5-year-old girl from the neighborhood took his ashes to a graveyard overlooking Mount Fuji. Weird detail.
Just a random girl?
Yeah, I imagine her family helped, but she was like, we have to do this. And so she did it.
No. What I'm saying is, they just give out ashes. Their daughter didn't want it?
I guess his daughter was like, probably helping. I don't know. This was like somebody from the neighborhood was
So
like,
weird.
I think like maybe she was doing something like in a different city at this point. And
You wouldn't go see your father on his deathbed?
I don't know why, okay? Like a 5-year-old did it, okay? She was like, oh my god, he needs to get married. That's what happened. I don't know the details. He's dead now!
I mean, I believe you.
Last thing I wanted to say, if somebody doesn't make a movie about this man's life starting literally right now, I will kill Oscar himself. You know the Oscars? I'm killing him.
Oh, they killed themselves.
I will do it even sooner, despite the odds.
I don't know. I don't think the Oscars can make a comeback after their latest blunder.
They're gonna want their comeback once I rob it from their scrotum.
I would never fuck an Oscar.
Like a name?
No.
Oscar Isaac!
No, just like the Oscar.
Oh, I would never fuck the Oscar.
Yeah.
Never.
I should have prefaced the Oscar.
Yeah, there's some hot Oscars. Like the Grouch.
How did I know you were going to say that? Is that
That's
the only other
one
Grouch
I
you
know.
know?
The only other Oscar I know.
Yeah, I was a Grouch.
You did?
did
You
say
said it out loud and it's on camera. And when I say camera, I mean mic. That's the
what
end of the
if I
story.
do this instead?
It will have happened in post. What you thought?
I thought it was cute.
The story's so good.
It was exciting. This guy, he was like, I'm going to escape from prison and then go back to prison to make a point. I'm not going to be too mad at him about
I
talking.
think he got it. He got his wish. Like, they chilled on prison.
No, yeah. I'm not going to be too, like, on a serious note, though, I'm not going to be too mad at him for, like, going back to the police after a while, because being on the run sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know it personally.
And he was like, I'm going to sacrifice my own freedom to make sure that
Yeah.
nobody gets tortured like I did.
And, like
Like, that's
where's
a
he
baller
gonna-
move.
Where's he going to go? He can't go back to his family. That's be the first place they'd look.
Mm-hmm. He like tried doing it after 2 years of being on the run.
know,
like
he was
when the
so
power
close.
changed, he was like planning that
He
shit.
could have done it.
If
He
the
was
farmer
so
didn't
close.
die.
Yeah.
That's
he
the
would have
worst
gotten
part.
away with it.
Yeah.
But you know, it's cool. He got another prison break under his belt, so like,
Yeah.
how would he train himself to do that? Like,
I'm pretty sure
shit.
he just was in prison. He's like, I'm just gonna really focus on this. Like, he just thought about it really smartly.
Yeah, smart boy. I wonder what his IQ was.
I don't know what an IQ is to this day.
All right.
I know I don't have one.
On 1 out of 10, I respect him. Number 9.
Theme Park Crazy just released a video.
It's a sign.
uh,
Wait, when was Theme Park Crazy born? Could he be?
He couldn't be. He
couldn't
couldn't be.
be.
There's no way.
There's unless Theme Park Crazy does pay
Reincarnated
attention.
Yoshie Shiratori.
He does pay attention to the details.
He also is really funny and cracks me up.
He's purposely funny, or if you just think he's funny.
No, I think Theme Park Crazy puts a lot of good effort into its quality
I think so,
content.
too.
He's
I
got
just
a
don't-
goofy demeanor, but he's so talented.
I think he does too, but if he was like in my school, I'm not saying I wouldn't shove him in a locker.
I wouldn't. I would probably give him weed.
You'd press him against the locker.
No, I'd give him weed. I would probably fuck him, but not for like I wouldn't bully fuck him. I'd be like, I'd bottom.
Well, I wouldn't fuck him.
I'd
Sorry,
bottom.
Theme Park Crazy.
I would
But it's mostly because I prefer women.
do more than bottom. But not top.
Yeah, but like here's the thing. Theme Park Crazy isn't a top.
I'm pretty sure he's ace. I don't
Oh, you're right,
think he's disclosed it, but I just have ace friends and I get a vibe.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Yoshie Shiratori.
No.
This isn't a ghost story. This is just a real thing that happened, and so it's like, where do we go from here? What's the discussion? Like, I love this dude.
I think he's good.
I like him.
No, I think he's a good man. I wish I could shake his hand.
He's like the most interesting person ever who said ACAB.
Yeah, fuck the cops.
Yeah, they really are the antagonists
You
of the
know
story
what?
besides Winter.
Blue lives don't matter.
Blue lives scatter when I hit him with the truth.
Exactly. Blue lives? Come on. If you supported... I'm not... I was gonna say I'm not straight enough to talk about this.
I've never even seen a cop.
I've never even seen a cop. I'm too gay.
The cops show up, they see my rainbow flag, and they're like, nah.
No,
And then they leave,
not
even if I'm
today.
doing coke. Lines.
That's the way to get out of being arrested. Just be like, officer, I'm gay.
Officer, if you handcuff me, I'm only gonna get an erection.
Yeah. Ooh, press me up against the hood of your car.
If you pee your pants in a cop car, they have to wait and get a new cop car because it's technically like
Evidence.
not just evidence, but it's like unsanitary. So they have to deep clean it, and it's expensive, and it hurts the cop car. So always pee your pants if you get arrested.
What if you throw up in a car?
Probably the same thing.
Okay.
But I just like peeing my
What
pants.
if
Like I can probably.
Bloody nose in a car.
I just feel like
Slam your
if
head.
we're talking about at will bodily functions, peeing your pants is like the easiest one.
Come.
Imagine coming in the cop car.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry, I got
Officer,
cum in your
sorry,
seat,
you
officer.
just turned me on too much. The cops turned the podcast off.
Yeah, any cop listening is just yeeted.
Because they were too uncomfy.
They were like, I don't want to think about it. Next time I handcuff a person, I'm just going to be like, well, no, I'm horny.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, we kind of went off topic there.
I don't know. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I ran out of notes.
Yeah.
What do we talk about now?
How long are your episodes supposed to be?
I don't. They're not supposed to be anything, but right now it's an hour 30, which is like pretty middling. Did we do it?
No, I think we should talk a little more.
Oh, okay.
We had some weird stuff.
Yeah, I'll probably have to cut a bit, but like maybe 5 minutes worth. I'm good at gauging this. This man is so cool. I love him.
Yeah, no, I think it's very interesting because, like, police reform and like prison's bad. You know,
Yeah, this is like Japanese prison,
good.
which is like they'll beat you, but it's different than like like U.S. prisons where it's like you get to have to force people to work and for free.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's like prisons are differently horrible for different reasons.
You know, I was listening to a different podcast where they were like, "Yep, this prison. One of the things they did was they had like a thing that they would like a metal bar that would attach to your tongue, so whenever you tried to like scream, it would like cut into it, and you could like lose your tongue."
Why? Wow.
People are really fucked up, is why.
Yeah, they just really were like, hey, when we write the movie Saw, we're just gonna go to a prison and ask any guard what their day was.
Yeah, and then later ask the ghosts.
Yeah. Did you
We're
just
gonna
kill
ask
them off?
Nope.
Okay.
I was just making sure you were there.
Yeah. I got slapped by Megan.
No, I did not slap him. I tapped him on
I
the
got
knee.
fucking punched.
No! I'm non-violent. I just pretend to be violent.
Anyway, fuck prisons.
Fuck prisons. Fuck the police.
I hope if you're in prison listening to this, you've learned something.
Yeah, I hope you're not a child predator.
I'm not saying I don't want to cut it because like I agree, but
Yeah,
like I feel like I keep bringing up a point about making this soft true crime, and now we're just bringing it up a fourth time.
Down.
You're just like Megan's over here like, oh yeah, this is soft true crime. Okay, there's no cotton warnings. Okay,
No
what about pedophilia, Aaron? What are your thoughts?
I watched Chris Hansen.
Oh, how's he doing?
Not good.
Sometimes I get him and Jim Henson confused.
Oh, not similar.
Not at all.
No. You know, this has nothing to do with Yoshie Shidamari.
Yoshie Shiratori.
Yoshie Shigatori. I'm
I
gonna say
just
it
said
right
it.
before the episode ends. Say it slowly.
Yoshie
Yoshie
Shiratori.
Shidatori.
Do it.
Yoshie Shidatori. I did it! Yoshie Shidatori.
You can also say Shiratori if you want.
Is that his real name?
It's just if you want to use an American R.
Shidatori. No. I respect other cultures.
Yeah. I mean... Did we do it? I don't know what to discuss.
No, I think we're good.
Okay.
So, no, last thoughts.
Okay.
Aaron, rank
Did
prison
this
escapes.
really happen?
Which ones were the best? Which ones were the worst?
Oh. Okay, the winter one was the best.
The one where he's stripped?
Yeah.
Of course you would say that.
The spider climb one was the second best.
Uh-huh.
Digging a hole is like the first idea. I'm glad he waited for the fourth time to do it because everyone's gonna be like, okay, he's not gonna dig a hole. That's
well, that
the
was like a
stupid
Shawshank Redemption thing.
Yeah, like he
That
waited
didn't
to do
come out
Shawshank.
until like the 80s.
He waited to Shawshank it. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not a cliche by then.
Well, I feel like it's like still like a funny prisoners, goofy, silly prisoners.
Goofy, silly,
Like cartoons
slimy,
do.
slutty
prisoners. Slutty, sexy, nerdy prisoners. Yeah, that was like a 20s thing. When they got all the sluts in jail.
Okay. I'm gonna rank it.
But for 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 3, 2, 4, 1.
Mine is 4, 3, 2, 1, but only because I don't remember how he escaped prison. Oh no, first time was simple. Second time, a little more fun. Emperor's New Groove. Third time, he stripped. That's hot. Fourth time, whoa, total Uno reverse card.
That was a good one.
It was a good one.
Cool. Hopefully you can break out of prison.
Yeah.
If
so
you ever
the
go to
message we're
prison.
trying to relay to you today
It's okay to break out of
is
prison.
it's okay to break out of prison.
And if I said it
Unless
once.
you're a child pedophile.
A child pedophile? There's a joke on the tip of my tongue, but I'm keeping it there.
Alright, so I think it's ready to, we're ready to, no, I have a better wisdom.
Did this ghost story really happen?
No, okay, here's the better
Just kidding,
wisdom.
it's a real story.
It's okay if your boat doesn't sail the first time. Even out the holes, smooth out the architecture, and next time it'll be smooth sailing.
Yeah.
That's the journey we've been on for this whole time.
The Titanic would never.
I don't think the Titanic really sank.
Well, that includes our new moon episode of Foxxo Esoterica for today. And we're not going to do this sort of thing too often. It was sort of a backup, but I do hope you enjoyed the episode with a special guest, my sister and my mom. This is a scriptless part in as much as this episode was a little bit last minute, so I'm just kind of coming off the cuff here. But as always, I would like to thank my guests that I previously mentioned, my mom and my sister, Megan and Christine, not respectively. And I'd also like to thank Sun El Chiquito, the artist on Twitter, for doing the art. As always, I do all the research, editing, music, and all the other stuff. Although I would like to thank Zuma the Puma for making me remember that this episode probably shouldn't have been a mainstay one. It should have been a bonus episode because it's not paranormal in any way. So shouts to Zuma the Puma for keeping me straight. Or I guess doing the opposite of that. He's my boyfriend. Anyway, this has been a fun time, I do believe, for myself personally, recording it. I hope you had fun as well. And I'm excited to see you all next 2 weeks, almost said next week, for a full moon episode that I'm quite excited for, and I hope it doesn't turn into a two-part because the research took forever. And then immediately after that, after 2 weeks, so not immediately, a fun ghost hunting adventure. In the meantime, though, everybody, have a good night.